So today I'm gonna be teaching on how to read defenses. So you can start off with cover one. So in a cover one defense, I'm gonna probably get into the description if you don't know what it is. Cover one is one high safety, as you can see right here. Corner is man on man. So basically it'd be something like this right here. So you can see the safeties in one high right here, and the corners are playing man on man. Really, to beat cover one, run a mesh in the middle, like as you see right here with your receivers, to mess up that man-on-man concept. And then if you can't do, you want to work the sidelines also, comebacks and curls. This receiver over the top, this safety over the top is gonna be guarding this deep right here. So you don't really want to run it too deep, but you do want to mesh options. You want to mess up these corners right here by running the mesh. Next up, we got cover two. Two is two high safeties. That's why they call it cover two, with a balanced run pass defense. If you see it kind of like this. So this is the line of scrimmage right here. This is the offensive line, quarterback. And you can see these are the corners right here. They got their bubble, the linebacker, corners, and the safeties dropping back into their bubbles. To kind of work with and try to beat cover two, you really want to work with the gaps, really. Like, you want to find a gap in the defense and try to throw it there quick. So, like this kind of, you want your receivers to get in the open space, like right between these two safeties right here, or this spot right here, or this spot right here. Kind of the same thing. But, and also, remember, never throw in front of the linebackers. Never throw in front of the linebackers. That's basically it. This is cover three. Cover three is three high safeties with corners guarding the sidelines like this. As you can see, you can just read this out right here. You can see it. You can obviously see these are the safeties up here. And if you're talented, you could probably already see where you want to throw it. But if not, to beat cover three, try throwing in these gaps. Basically, these are called the seams or the hashes. And you can obviously see that this middle safety right here will have to cover. If you get your receiver to run up to one of these seams, or both of your slot receivers to run up to these seams, or it could be wide out receivers, but have two receivers run into one of these seams. This safety can only cover one at a time. So if he bites on this one, you throw it that one. If he bites on this one, you throw it that one. So it's not that really hard. But if somehow everything is kind of locked up, you kind of just want to throw it to your running back. Basically it. This is cover four. Cover four is two high safeties with two high cornerbacks, with the linebackers playing in the original spots. Something like that, as y'all can see. Best way to beat cover four would probably be to work the flats. I couldn't really find anything else, but you want to really have like this kind of. This is one of the best options you could have, like a flat right here, and this right here going deep, so you could push that corner of safety away, try to make this wide open right here in this flat, and this comeback will probably be open if you push this deep post away. This deep post will push that defense away, kind of mess it up. That comeback be open, that flat will be open. Okay, so cover five is kind of different. There's going to be two very high safeties over guarding the two sides of the field. One be weak side of the field, the other be strong side of the field, or if they're in the middle, just left and right. But really, everything else is really about man on man. They're really just trying to run man on man. So the best way to beat man on man would be some routes like this. Try to break off your routes from man on man, and eventually somebody's going to be open. I mean, I know these aren't the best routes, but eventually somebody's going to be open. If you can see these routes right here. And the tip is, it's smarter to roll out whichever way. Like, if you can see, obviously everybody here is going to eventually come up on this side of the field. So it's kind of smarter to roll out. You'll have more options and stuff, kind of easier. So cover six. Cover six is a mixed coverage when the ball is really on the hash. So this is really mostly used in college because the hashes are a little bit bigger. But you can really see like these bubbles right here, and then this is cover 4 right here. This is cover 4. But it's not really that hard to beat it, but this is what's gonna happen. So you're gonna have one wide out. He's gonna be running this deep right here. This corner is either gonna follow him, which will be this wide open, or he's gonna stay wide open. This spot right here is called the hole shot. And now if you take it to the other side of the field, this slot receiver will be pushing the linebackers kind of out, so this will be open. But if not, this will be open. If they come down, that will be open. And then the running back will always be right here for a quick pass right there if you ever need to get it. This is cover 7. Cover 7 is the strongest defensive lineup, and if you don't do it correctly, it can really mess you up. But really, cover 7, it lines up like cover 3. But to know it, this is what you got to do. There's not a lot of detail for it, but it randomizes for how you do it. But this is one of the most known right here. So it kind of looks kind of messed up here, but really, I can break it down. It looks pretty simple. So you can see right here, wide out, slot, slot. These are option routes where you see he can either go do a out, he could do a streak right here on the slot. Wide out could run a 5-yard post, or he could run a streak right here. Either way, if he runs that streak, it'll push out the corner to guard him, or come down here. If the corner comes down here, it should be wide open right here in this spot right here most of the times. If not, then it'll be open here. But there's also an option where if the corner follows him, he could come this way, and then the corner has an option to either come through this right here, here, but really it's, and the linebacker right here might press up and they come through here, so then it'll be open right here. This will be open if the linebacker comes down, but if he goes back, that'll be open. Same thing with the other side, but kind of flipped. So the wideout will be running kind of a, like, really this kind of route right here. And same thing with the other linebacker on this side. If he comes back, kind of, then another route will be open. This will be coming across. If he drops back, it'll be open right here. But if he comes down, this will be open right here. So, I mean, 7 is mostly about the body language of just everybody. You have to read the body language of everybody on the field to know what they are going to do and what's going to happen. And you got to have a lot of time to recover and stay in the pocket and deliver. This right here is cover 8. Cover 8 is really the opposite of cover 6. It's really just almost the same thing, but the opposite. So you can look at it. We got same thing, same lineup, but you can see the spots. You can come here. This corner bites right here. This will be wide open. If he follows, then this will be wide open right here or here. But this slot receiver right here has a lot of options, so he really has to make the reads and stuff. As you can see, he is that skinny post right here, or that just flat streak, or he has that deep post. Same thing right here. He's got a slant right here, kind of, and then he's got a trying to mess up kind of the defense. If he comes down trying to get this will be wide open right here. So this is really kind of a decoy, but not really. But if he doesn't, because if he doesn't bite and he comes up here and you throw it here, that's picked off. But if you throw it here, it's easy completion. You really just want to get in between the linebackers, really. That's mostly the best thing to work against cover 8. So, all right, here's the last thing right here. So we can start with zone. So if you can tell it's a zone defense, this is really something you want to do. You want to have these kind of routes like this kind of. I mean, you get the point. But you're trying to, it's kind of like levels, a levels passing concept. So if somebody comes top, you get the smaller one. Somebody comes down, you get the bigger one. So something like that. Oh, man, you really, like I said, you really want a mesh concept. Like if somebody's coming, like they're guarding, you want this kind of, you want an out right here and this kind of route right here. This will either be wide open or this will be either wide open. Either one is going to be wide open no matter what. Once they come across here, boom, somebody's going to be open. I don't know if that helped y'all, but I'm telling y'all right now, I'm just saying that's what helped me. And I really know, read the defenses though. You really have to see. It's more about reading the safeties and stuff and reading their body language and the corner's body language and see if it's man or not. But really, it's really up to you as a quarterback. You got to be the leader on the field, leader at all. Like, you're one of the most important parts of the team. So you just got to be a leader. And I'm just trying to help y'all. So.